King Charles and Queen Camilla miss Kate Middleton's annual Christmas carol service, tension, tradition, and a royal mystery. Welcome back, royal watchers, to Crown Chronicles, your home for the most captivating, intriguing, and emotionally charged stories from inside the House of Windsor. If you love staying updated on the royal family and enjoy deep dives into the drama, tradition, and personalities behind the palace gates, then make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Today's story is one that has stirred conversations across the kingdom, raised eyebrows behind palace walls, and left the public asking the same burning question: why did King Charles and Queen Camilla skip Princess Kate's annual Christmas carol service? Now, let's get into this unfolding royal mystery. Every December, just as the air turns crisp and the lights across London glitter against the winter sky, the Princess of Wales transforms the historic Westminster Abbey into a sanctuary of warmth, joy, and reflection. Her annual Christmas carol service has become a beloved royal tradition, one that blends charity, family, and festive unity. And every year, without fail, senior members of the royal family show up in full support. That's why this year's noticeable absence from King Charles and Queen Camilla has sparked whispers from the highest halls of Buckingham Palace to the quiet corners of homes across Britain. It wasn't just a scheduling conflict. It wasn't just a quiet evening off. Royal insiders have been buzzing, and many are calling this one of the most symbolic omissions from a royal event in years. The cameras caught it immediately: Princess Kate arriving with her signature grace, a bright yet composed smile, her children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, bundled in festive outfits, and a crowd waiting eagerly for the arrival of the monarch. But the monarch never came. At first, the palace released only a minimal statement: Their Majesties are unable to attend the Christmas carol service due to prior commitments. But as every royal watcher knows, the British royal family doesn't make moves, or absences, without purpose. And behind that carefully crafted line lies a story far more complex and far more revealing than the public has been told. Royal aides report that the relationship between King Charles and Princess Kate has been steady but strained in recent months. With the king's responsibilities growing heavier and the monarchy's public expectations rising even higher, the palace has been carefully calculating every appearance. Missing Kate's major event, however, doesn't seem like a simple oversight. It looks like a signal. Some insiders have hinted that King Charles wasn't completely comfortable with the growing spotlight around Princess Kate, especially with her initiatives gaining unprecedented global attention. Her Christmas carol service, now televised and widely praised, has become more than a royal gathering. It's become a cultural moment. Her influence continues to deepen, and while the king appreciates her devotion to duty, the dynamics within the firm are shifting faster than ever. Others, however, believe the reason lies not in the spotlight, but in the tension quietly simmering between the households of the king and the Waleses. A senior palace figure reportedly hinted that Prince William and Princess Kate have been asserting more autonomy, carving their own path distinct from traditional monarchy protocols. King Charles, while modern in many ways, still values hierarchy and unity. Their absence at Kate's event could reflect a widening gap in priorities and perspectives. Meanwhile, Queen Camilla's absence has intensified the discussion. While she and Kate have been publicly cordial, insiders claim their relationship is not as seamless as royal photographers might suggest. Camilla's growing portfolio of duties and her delicate balancing act as queen consort often place her in a tricky position, one where she must navigate not only public perception but also personal boundaries within the family. Missing the carol service removed her from the spotlight but placed her firmly in the center of speculation. Of course, every royal story has multiple sides, and many royal observers believe the king and queen may simply be preserving their energy for the monarch's demanding Christmas season. After all, Sandringham traditions are deeply rooted, and hosting the royal family requires not only planning but diplomacy. Yet, even with that in mind, the absence remains unusual. Princess Kate, ever the embodiment of composure, did not publicly acknowledge the missing monarchs. Instead, she chose to focus on the core message of the evening: compassion, togetherness, and hope. Her performance remained flawless, her smile unwavering. But those close enough to observe noticed a slight tension, a tightness in the jaw, a flicker of disappointment. After all, this event is one she pours her heart into, and having the king and queen by her side would have amplified the night's significance. Prince William, standing firmly with his wife, appeared more protective than ever. Throughout the evening, he maintained a calm demeanor, but insiders suggest he was privately frustrated. William has always been deeply supportive of Kate's initiatives, and he expects respect, not just from the public, but from the highest ranks of the crown. Their absence, intentional or not, sent a message he could not ignore, with the public now dissecting every detail, from who sat where, to the expressions of each family member. The narrative is only gaining momentum. Some say this is a subtle sign of shifting influence within the royal family. Others argue it's a moment that highlights the quiet power dynamics shaping the future of the monarchy. But here's the larger question: is this the beginning of a deeper royal divide, or just a momentary wrinkle in an otherwise united front? Royal analysts are already predicting that the coming months will shed more light on this mysterious absence. Will King Charles address the growing speculation? Will Queen Camilla offer clarity in her next appearance? And how will Princess Kate navigate the spotlight as her initiatives continue to outshine expectations? One thing is clear: this isn't just about a missed carol service. It's about the shifting tides of influence, loyalty, and leadership within the House of Windsor. And as the monarchy continues to evolve, moments like these reveal more than any official statement ever could. So stay tuned, because this story is far from over. If you're as fascinated by these royal mysteries as we are, make sure you subscribe to Crown Chronicles, where we uncover the stories behind the headlines, the truths behind the palace walls, and the heartbeat of the most watched family in the world. Until next time, stay curious, stay captivated, and keep watching The Crown.